against Kennen. Obviously, with the range harass can be very aggressive, tough to deal with in that top lane. There are a number of top lane champions that, obviously can do the similar thing, but Kennen's probably the easiest, to get just consistent harass with, and so that would help them out some. Getting rid of Nocturne, so you don't have to deal with those long range ganks, would work as well. And then see if they can get off to an early advantage, if they can pick off some any early kills, and maybe snowball a little bit.
We're still sticking with the Veigar ban for for Calamity right now, because it's one of their token champs. We all know that Night Jackie, he does have a very, very mean Veigar. We just don't want him to have it. And there's some teams you just don't want them to have certain champs, and for Curse I definitely think that Veigar is one of them, and Lee Sin being banned out next for Calamity. A little bit of a change up from last time. Last game they banned out Veigar, Lulu, and Ahri, and right now Curse banning out Soraka and Nidalee. We're going to see who else they ban out later on. So you got one more ban left on each side. So right now it's last game 1, we saw a lot of AP mid-centric bans. Cass, TF, Veigar, Ahri. Now we see like a little bit of a change. I mean, we do have Lee Sin. I'm trying to think, what would be the mentality behind banning out Lee Sin now?
I mean, Lee Sin is a very strong champion. He's very tough to deal with in the top lane. So if their top laner isn't really comfortable playing against him, I don't know. They probably need to pick Kennen and not allow Pobel to have Kennen. Kennen, can just beat almost any champion in the game if you get effective harass, and so it's going to be a very difficult top lane once again. Nocturne, they do grab Nocturne, so instead of banning out Nocturne, they have that first pick.
Yeah.
That'll help them. So they have a legitimate jungler now, who obviously is going to be a very strong jungle as well, and so we'll have to see. But actually, Curse might be running a double AD with Varus in the top lane. It could be Graves as well. Graves has that mobility where he also would function as a top lane, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and Varus is a ridiculously strong AD at this point. And right now, what Nocturne, one of his big things, he has his ultimate. He's available to go and make that dash towards the back lane. But now we have a tough decision. Now, if we start hitting in team fight phase, he has his ult up. He's like, crap. Which one do I focus? The AD carry or the AD carry?
Yeah, that is an issue, and so particularly if we give Curse someone like Nautilus in the front line, so Nautilus or Morgana. Yeah. To have that front line disable, you can have a double AD comp behind it, and it works very well. And so, in order to deal with that, they really need champions that do well, not in like AoE team fights, but in 1v1 situations. So someone like Jack's top, I guess actually that's probably not what you want to do, because see, here's the issue: if you run a double AD, the AD top can beat out almost all of the traditional top laners, and so you could probably run a Jax, and then if you have consistent ganks from Nocturne to help keep him down, Jax has enough burst where he can kind of threaten the AD top and not really have to worry about it. And then he's also got the follow-up burst for the ganks. But we're actually going to be running a triple AD comp, so triple AD for Curse, and then Fiddlesticks as well. So we'll see if it's a jungle Fiddlesticks or a support Fiddlesticks. We did see M5 run support Fiddlesticks. It could also be Fiddlesticks top. But yeah. I'm assuming that Night Jackie is going to be playing Tristana, and so now Tristana, as an AP character, she has a lot of burst damage. She, has the spam ability with her W. If you pick up kills or assists, you can snowball fights very easily, and she's a very difficult lane to deal with. She can easily beat out most lane champions. So they have 3 very strong lanes so far. Curse can just, dominate the lanes with those AD carries, and then have a lot of pushing potential, so they can push very early into the game with the long range carries. They still have decent fight control if their last pick is someone like Nautilus, and so I'm assuming it's going to be Fiddlebot. We don't know yet, but if Crumbs then picks up like a Nautilus pick, they would have that central team. Nautilus and Fiddle can ult in and then have the triple range carry support. But we are going to have a Malphite and a Cassiopeia. So Cassiopeia mid, that's definitely going to be a favorable matchup. So Cassiopeia can definitely zone Tristana, be very strong in that lane, and then Malphite top should be interesting as well, though the range damage on Malphite is going to be very difficult to deal with.
But he does have a little bit of a shield, and he also really does excel against champs that do have a lot of attack speed, but see, now the problem is getting there? Like, can we actually get to a range with them to actually get off a decent amount of harass? And Nijaki in the mid, if we do indeed see AP Trist, once we start hitting the super...
Amumu works.
Amumu does work. He does work actually very nicely for this, too. If everyone just engages in, Amumu is just like, hey, everyone stand still for a second, and we're just going to, Actually, Amumu also works very well at the Fiddlesticks ult as well.
Yeah, it is going to be a lot of damage. So that is going to be a concern. Malphite, definitely has potential because, like you said, Malphite is generally like a counter against physical carry teams. Unfortunately, their team isn't going to tend to be grouping, but if he can catch multiple people with his ultimate and then obviously with his AoE slow, he has the attack speed slow, which can just shut down a lot of their damage potential, and so that would work very well. It's interesting. Malphite used to be an anti-carry in lane as well, and so that'll be an interesting matchup. You can, as long as you keep the shield regenerating, walk up. You start off with Dorans. You walk up and you harass with your Q. You back off. You constantly harass with your Q. Once you get them low enough, you harass with your Q. Walk in with your E. Do that ground slam and then get some damage. The only issue is the counter to Malphite is you wear down his shield and you keep it down, and that's what range you can do. You can harass him down. You slowly harass down the shield. Once the shield is down, all right, it takes like 10 seconds for the shield to come back up. So once every 10 seconds, you just attack him once, and you just slowly wear him down and get that ranged harass, and that's going to be a difficult lane. Corki and Janna bottom is going to be a very strong lane, though, and they have a lot of potential there to shut down whoever's going to be bottom.
But the one advantage that Calamity Gaming does have, though, is they do have Nocturne available to them. A little bit of a faster jungle than Amumu is.
Yeah, that's true.
And Amumu, very early on, is actually quite blue dependent. Because Amumu, he does jungle very similar to Mundo, but the thing is, Mundo burning Agony that drains off health, that's a pretty renewable resource. But when Amumu, he gets his AoE off, that uses quite a bit of mana over time. So we need that blue. We need to keep our mana high in order to go through. So if we get a solid invade from Calamity, we could see them actually take the early game.
Yeah, we'll have to see. They have a much more standard lineup. They have the nice AoE combos from Corki, Cassiopeia, and Malphite. Fiddle should be interesting bot. And now here's the issue: Corki, he's got 550 attack range. Fiddle's fear is 575. So Fiddle has the range advantage. He will be able to get easy harass off with if it's Varus bottom, which would work very well. You get Corki in range. You throw off the fear. You get some nice free harass, and that's going to be difficult for them to deal with. But they do have a lot of killing potential with Janna. Janna obviously can knock up Fiddlesticks. So it is a pretty even lane matchup. Later as the game progresses, Fiddlesticks obviously has the really nice ult combo with Amumu, and then all these AD carries will be able to pick up kills very easily. So Curse is a team that can definitely snowball quickly, with all those range carries, and we'll have to see. It's going to be a difficult game for Calamity, but they do have a very nice team comp. The movement speed for Nocturne will be very nice if he decides to counter jungle Amumu at all. Run up into the red. You can definitely steal Amumu's red. You just have to watch out for what's going on with the rest of the team if they see you or not.
Yep. So we will, and as also mentioned before, Nocturne, he's going to be most useful before, very early on, a little bit maybe around the level 4 to level 8 range. Before we have our ult, we can go Q in, get a little speed buff, and try and see if we can't CC down someone. And shortly after we hit our 6, we'll be able to start ganking those lanes pretty effectively. But once we see Curse actually go straight up into full team fights, it's going to be really rough for Nocturne because, like I said, we have to pop the ult. It's really a matter of focus, and we may more than likely anyone who we focus here on this full 5 of Curse, it's gonna quite frankly suck because we're gonna be missing out on other opportunities no matter who we focus. So if we focus down Fiddlesticks, we're gonna be taking a crap load of damage. If we focus down Amumu, he's gonna be pretty tanky. He's gonna take a while. If we focus down any of the AD carries or potential AP carry on Nijaki, we have 2 other carries wailing away at us and potential CC from Fiddlesticks and Amumu if they're also nearby in the area. So if we need kills on Nocturne, we got to get it quick.
Yeah, however, if Nocturne can snowball early, then very quickly he can shut down those AD carries. And so the Malphite Nocturne combo, obviously you have a lot of burst kill potential to shut them down. But then Nocturne also, if you get a fast Warden's Mail and make yourself a Randuin, so you get very tanky quickly, then it's going to be very difficult for those AD carries to kill you. And so, if he can make himself survivable, let's take a look at Nijaki real quick and see what his stats are, just to see how he's building. He does have some ability power, so he's actually, he's ability power, spell pen, and cooldown reduction. So he is going AP Tristana mid. So that is a very aggressive lane, very difficult to deal with. But Nocturne, if he can survive through some of the armor damage, then he can be okay. The issue is we have a lot of magic damage as well with Amumu, Fiddlesticks, and Tristana. Mid lane, Cassiopeia ranges Tristana, and so if she can get the Qs, she wants to be able to hit those Qs, slowly wear her down. But if Tristana gets an early advantage, gets any harass, then she does have a nice chunk of burst, obviously to hop on, Cassiopeia, quickly burst her down, particularly at level 6. At level 6, you have about 1,000 damage of burst as Tristana, which, it's surprising how much it is. It really is a significant amount because you actually get auto attacks in between all of your disables, and all of her things comboed just give you a really nice burst. But we do see Curse coming down here, trying to invade at the red, prevent Nocturne from grabbing that early red.
Yeah, not to mention AP Trist. I mean, she deals a lot of damage. One of her biggest skills is the rocket jump, and the cooldown refreshes if she manages to get a kill with it. So that just puts her burst potential so ridiculously sky high. It's absolutely absurd. But that's the thing, the reason you don't see a whole lot of AP Triss is that you really need a lot of AP to try and make it effective if you want to really just catch champs one off and you want to burst them down real quick. But I think it's just the matter. Can we get Curse farmed up well enough? They were able to game 1, so we'll see if they're going to be able to do that game 2. And now we see Plasma here starting out in the jungle at the Wolves. We're going to be going straight over to blue.
We do see Tristana and Fiddlesticks. They're going to be able to grab some minions. So stealing some of those Wraiths, and Corki walking down, almost face-checking that bush,
he almost got,
then actually turning around. So his team's probably yelling at him, "What are you doing? Don't run through our own jungle. You're going to get killed down there." So a nice little farm advantage for Tristana, and what that means is that Tristana is going to hit a fast level 2, and at level 2, she can jump onto Cassiopeia, get some really nice damage quickly. We do see elements coming down, just running around. I guess just checking where they are. He's really out of position, but he doesn't really seem to be that concerned, so he'll be moving on to bot lane.
Calamity just did not get any vision on him, so they're going to be safe for now, but here we go. We see Plasma top lane for a level 2 gank here on Pobelter. Can we actually get it? We got the Q, we got the Fear. Will we see him down in the tower? Yes, we will, but we're not going to be able to finish up on that damage.
Yeah, but getting any early damage is definitely nice. Infamous needs to keep up his shield now, and there you go. Pobelter with the aggressive harass, and he can, focus him down a little bit. That will be fine, and very quickly he can just wear down, and he's actually going to dash into Malphite. The flash after him, he's got the ignite, and he does get the first blood. So now having the first blood on a ranged champ is obviously just so difficult to deal with. We see Cassiopeia doing decently there, getting some nice harass onto Nijaki, and then bottom, they are controlling the lane okay, but the issue is Varus has a really nice amount of harass damage, has long-range burst, and then Fiddle, he actually is very close to getting the Fear on Panda. Panda is very close to going down. If he had gotten in there, he would have had it. There it is, the Fear into the drain. The Q should be able to finish it off. There's the Q with the flash and the ignite. So Cop able to pick up another kill. And then actually Crumbs ganking mid on Waffles, able to pick up a kill there as well. And so now all 3 of their lanes are prepared to snowball.
Yeah, now things really don't look good once again for Calamity. We got 3 quick kills, 1 in every lane. It's just perfect combo. Elements was just in range. We got the Fear.
Oh, and Elements. He's going to tank the tower.
We have the drain. He has the drain. He's able to do that. He can do that kind of thing with the with his kit, and we just need a little bit more spell work trying to pull the shield up. But we got the exhaust here from Elements. But drain 6 health. Almost at it. We almost had it.
Yeah, and I'm curious. I think that his Fear was probably close to being up, and he was kind of just too lazy to use it, so he's not going to be able to get it. But we actually have Panda coming in into Elements. Elements is very low, so is Cop, but Cop can turn around. He does have the level advantage, and Cassiopeia actually coming down now, so we might have 2 kills really quickly. Elements is not going to be able to get out of there, and Waffles grabbing the first kill. He turns on the Cop and grabs the second kill,
nice.
So the double kill for Waffles. And if he can snowball off of that, then that'll definitely help him a lot. He does have decent control against Tristana mid.
But we got a lot of pings from Curse going down on mid. A little bit of a signal for Nightjack. You just continue to push right up into tower. Want to see what we can deny here for Waffles, but absolutely good call. I think that was Curse getting a little bit cocky. He's like, oh man, we could totally just be here under tower with like 200 health. Nothing will happen.
Oh, and Pobelter wearing on Infamous once again. He cannot sustain against that damage. It's just too difficult for him. The shield dropping so quickly.
Yeah, a little bit
we do see
vu.
Waffle. Yeah, Waffles is going to be farming okay though.
Yeah, a lot of deja vu actually going up top lane. Infamous is just being shut down pretty hard, and right now Pobelter's doing a very effective job at just forcing him to back, trying to keep him out of lane. And we got Nightjacky here, but we got Plasma making a presence in lane, but the rocket jump will bring Nightjacky to safety. But we got the ward. Crumbs gets spotted out, but you put a ward down for himself as well. We just want to have a little bit of extra vision if Plasma decides to come the long way around. Infamous, you're getting pegged under tower, man. 80 top is rough, man.
Yeah, and it's tough because Graves has enough burst damage to quickly take down his shield, and then the harass to continue up with it. And so far we see Corky being pretty safe down here. Doesn't want to go down to Graves once again. And obviously there's the fear into the drain, and we very quickly are being able to drop him. He will get out of there with the Valkyrie, but now the lane is completely Curses. He just can't sustain against it.
It's one combo, and you're practically forcing the opposing AD out of range. That's Fiddlestick support, man. Jeez, you one fear, you have the drain. You can't really. If any other AD, if this, with a less of an escape mechanism, like they would have been dead. They would have been surely dead. And Corky was a good pick, but they can only do so much now against this pressure from Curse.
Yeah, and the issue is he can't allow himself to get that close to Fiddlesticks. And then when Fiddlesticks is getting the drain, we need the fast cancel from the Whirlwind from Janna. But we see Cop, again, just harassing him underneath this tower. He wants to wear him down low enough where he can get that long-range Q. Infamous coming in now, and with that slow, he can kind of shut down a little bit of Pobelter's damage. We'll be okay here, but we have Mumu coming in. There will be an all-out fight down here. They're actually tower diving, so we actually have the fear on the Fiddlesticks. He is going down quickly. There's the Whirlwind able to grab that kill, and now Panda coming into Cop, but unfortunately runs right into a bandage toss. Crumb's going to be able to come in and have that red buff to chase him down. Waffle's actually going to be able to grab the kill, so another kill onto Cassiopeia, but we have the red buff from Plasma. If he can chase him down, Crumb's actually forced to use the ultimate, and so we have 4 kills for Calamity so far.
4 kills, 2-6, but we're still behind quite a large deal in gold. But I think right now, Waffles is kind of like the only hope right now for Calamity Gaming. Bot lane losing,
but we do see Calamity is actually aggressively stealing this blue, so really nice timing. They know it comes up at about 7:15. They run right up there, and so stealing the blue from Amumu or Tristana, it's one, going to give Cassiopeia more control, and so far she's 2-1-1. She's doing a pretty good job. So that'll give her some nice control. She can maybe shut down Tristana mid, but she's actually walking into it, and we do have a lot of bursts from Nightjacky. We don't have level 6 from Fiddle, but they don't want to fight here, and so Element's actually running in with the fear. We'll get the nice drain, and Nightjacky going to come in, and the flash from Waffles, the ultimate. Unfortunately, Nightjacky dodges the flash, or dodges the ultimate with his flash, gets the kill onto Cassiopeia. Now they're chasing after Plasma. Once the shield is down, Elements will be able to drain him, and he actually is draining under tower once again, so he goes down as well. So we unfortunately have a 1-for-1 for what should have been a free kill.
But we do have Cop facing up against Panda, trying to duel him here, right in the bot lane, and once again forcing him to get back. And actually this tower bot lane should be going down momentarily. Panda just cannot keep up with this pressure from Cop. He's doing too well. Top and bot right now for Calamity, not doing too crazy. But Waffles right here, like he's really the only chance that Calamity's got, and we're getting the kills. We're catching Curse low and out of position. Pobelter now also taking top as well. Just Infamous is just like, you know what, F this, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah, and Cass really wants to take control of this game, so actually picking up mobility boots on Cassiopeia, which is very unusual, but it will allow him to run down people very easily, try and pick up further and further kills. It ruins his team fight potential a little bit, but we have seen him roaming quite a bit so far, and Curse keeps on putting themselves out of position, so we'll see if it works out. Elements is level 6, though. He seems to be coming in behind. I thought maybe he would try and get the ult on the Cassiopeia, but she will be safe there, just clearing out her own race to continue her farm.
We do have vision on Fiddle. We do know that he's around. We do know that Waffles could be in a little bit of danger here because we could potentially have a 3-man dive in just a second if Elements gets in position. We do have the creep wave coming up, but we do actually have other members of Calamity here trying to defend, do what they can, but we actually denied Jackie really quick. 2-hit combo actually taking out Waffles right under tower. Now Jackie is feared, but we got the ult from Elements now coming in. It's party time. We got the feared Infamous. He does flash away just in time, and Plasma is now having to retreat down past Dragon, but it looks like Curse is in a pretty good position. They just go ahead and take Dragon if they want to.
Yeah, and the ult from Tristana is just so much burst damage. Has enough to just outright kill, Cassiopeia right now with her full combo. Even though Cassiopeia is doing pretty well, Elements can easily tank that turret, and they have, quick dragoning speed. Unfortunately, they do have a ward here, and they don't know what's going on. So Amumu over at the red, we will have a pretty easy steal for Nocturne if he comes in. And actually, Nijacki's very low as well. If he comes in, he will be able to grab this. There, he steals the dragon. Elements very close to going down. Oh, the Q just barely missing for Waffles, and now he's chasing into Varus. We do have the Valkyrie from Panda trying to get out of there. The ultimate onto the Nocturne, and so Amumu chasing him down. But here's going to be another kill for Cassiopeia. We actually have the flash from Varus. He's going to be able to get out of there. So no kills going down, but we did have a dragon steal for Calamity.
Pretty good on them, but we also have Spellwork just trying to defend top against Pobelter, and just the dash into Buckshot, taking more than a third of the health off of our support. Infamous is here, is like, oh man, 3 levels behind Pobelter. That's ridiculous. And once again, we just see top. We're not going to stop pushing. We're going to force you to deal with Pobelter. And right now, it looks like Spellwork may actually go down to that Ignite. Just barely. No, the shield will keep him alive. But now Pobelter, Infamous, you cannot win this duel. You need help.
He's doing pretty well, though, with the armor, and Cassiopeia is coming behind.
We got Waffles coming in from behind. Ult is down, but we can try and make something happen. We do have the Ignite go down. Infamous will fall, but will Pobelter be able to get away? We got the Twin Fangs coming in. One more hit, something, anything. Poison, shut down, we got it.
And you saw how long it took Graves to kill Malphite at this point in time. If Malphite can just continue stacking armor, then he will be very tanky, very difficult for them to deal with. He needs health as well because of all the magic damage. Yep. But, even so, we do have another kill going down. Cassiopeia doing a decent job of getting herself fed. And so if she can keep it up, then she does have a lot of fight control, and we have a really awkward team for Curse if they can't survive. But actually, there it is, the DFG into the ultimate, one-shotting Cassiopeia. Nijacki just has way too much burst damage. That DFG, along with the rest of her burst, is just so huge.
And so almost nearly 5K total in the bank for Nijacki right now in the moment. And we're just going to go ahead, continue building AP because we're in DFG. We do actually get a little bit more damage based on the AP we scale, and we may actually get to the point where Nijacki doesn't even need the DFG to get these kills. Buster Shot already as is, 550 magic damage. It's pretty big chunk.
Yeah, it is a really aggressive ability. It will be level 11 now, which is going to be, even more dangerous, obviously, than level 6.
Yep.
But, yeah, I don't know, it's going to be tough. We do need probably a lot of armor on this team. We actually have the flash in from Waffles, not able to pick up on that ultimate, but here we have Nijacki coming in. The arrows from Cop going to be able to pick up some damage, and Nijacki grabbing with the Buster Shot the first kill, then jumping onto Cassiopeia, going to grab the second one. Can she get in range? The flash from Comes, not going to be able to grab it, but now... Excuse me. One more flash, and Spellwork is going to be able to get out of there, and so they can't chase him down.
We got it quick too, but we got Infamous whiffing on the ult. We're not going to be getting Cobb on that one, but we do got Crumbs from behind with the ult, keeping him still, and Nijacki should be able to grab this one's ult. Actually, Cobb's here, and Elements. He's good job, guys. Have some balloons.
Yeah, and so they are pushing down mid tower now, and with 2 range carries there, they will do pretty well.
Yep.
Nijacki doesn't have the Q range leveled up probably at this point, or actually probably only 1 level or something.
No levels.
Not at
all.
Yeah,
not
so there's no levels because there's no reason. But even so, once she gets some levels into that, the attack speed coupled with her AP, and so AP does, if you have ability power, it does deal damage to the towers. She will be able to drop towers fairly quickly as AP Trist.
Mm-hmm. So we got Calamity now grouping up, trying to see if they can't just start moving as a full 5, because we keep, if someone gets caught out and Tristana's there, Nijacki just comes in, 1, 2, 3, gone, and then it's things to start spiraling out of control from that point there on. So if we get everyone together as a full 5, we do stand a little bit of a better chance. Granted, if Nightjacky can still get a kill on someone, like we said before, if you get kill or assist, the rocket jump, the cooldown just completely refreshes. We can go ahead and get even a little bit more burst on. But we actually see, we may see Calamity do a Desperation Baron here. It should be spawning in 10 seconds or so, and they might be going for it.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they do have a lot of Baroning potential. Unfortunately, Graves did catch wind of what's going on. They will kill it very quickly with Cassiopeia. They have some nice tanking potential between Malphite and Janna and Nocturne. And so it is going down pretty quickly. Unfortunately, they are kind of grouped. Nocturne sitting mid to try and, provide the decoy there, but unfortunately Crumbs does come in. There's the ultimate from Cassiopeia, but now she is low on mana, so Crumbs coming in will be able to throw off the ultimate. Panda very close to going down, but the Janna ult blows him back, and then Malphite jumping onto him. They do grab the quick kill onto Janna. Elements coming in onto Cassiopeia. Pobelter very close to going down, and so Corki is the only survivor, is able to get out of there. There's Nocturne as well, actually. But we'll see whether or not they can hunt him down.
Yeah, and we had Curse show up. It was like, you know what, just go for it. But we do actually got the kill on Pobelter, so we're not completely at a loss. But that entire time, Cop didn't even need to be there. He's just still continuing to push down bot. We're just waiting for the creep waves, and we're just going to keep on plugging away at the tower and eventually make our way to an inhib. But if Calamity, they were there, they were in the pit, they're doing a really good job of just focusing down Baron, and they could have had it if they just kept their focus, because we only had 2 members of Curse there. Tristana wasn't, quite there yet. I feel that they could have actually taken it if they just stayed and kept focusing all their damage. But is it, oh, hey, Curse is here. Let's go welcome them. And they tried to initiate a team fight while they were ridiculously low, and Baron's still attacking them. Like, Baron was still plugging away at Panda as they were leaving the pit. And, the story just kind of wrote itself.
Yeah, and so right now, we just need a strong initiation from Nocturne. And, if he can pick someone off, have the rest of the team clump up. They do have a pretty nice team fight team. They could maybe try and push down a tower and force Curse into the situation, but unfortunately Curse is just so far ahead now. It will be very difficult for them. We do see Calamity coming to take this dragon, though, and it is going to actually be a free dragon, so that'll help them catch up a little bit. Yep,
and right now, the big crosshairs really need to be on Nightjacky. 7-0-2. How much are we doing here on the Buster Shot? 710 magic damage, in addition to all the other ridiculous damage. And we also got an Abyssal Scepter. We're going to be reducing that magic resist. Sorcerer's Shoes. Sorcerer's Shoes even providing some more magic pen. How much magic pen does Nightjacky have now total, actually? I'm curious just right now. 29, 10%. It's near true damage on some of these champs.
Yeah, but you have to consider that the Abyssal Scepter isn't counted into that number, actually. So she does have a lot. We actually have the ultimate onto Graves, and then the ult from Malphite as well. We do have Tristana, though, rocket jumping around. There's the 1 kill, another kill. Oh, actually barely picking it up, and then rocket jumping once more onto Plasma. The flash from Crumbs. He wants to get in on this. He throws off the ultimate, so another kill going down for Tristana. Unfortunately, not going to be able to grab Malphite, but they can push this for an inhibitor.
Yeah, we can go ahead, push top tower. We can take the tower convincingly, grab the inhib. We can, if we really want to, we can just go ahead, have a Mumu tank out. Anything else we really need to, we can just go ahead, wander down to bot, tank that tier 3. Infamous is trying to defend this, did not see the rest of the team nearby, and Elements comes by and just Malphite melts, man. So we got the creeps. We're trying to get some more damage here on this tier 3. Curse is wisely backing off. They just don't want to make sure they give anything else up anymore. And yeah, actually, not only is the Abyssal Scepter not calculated in that, we are also not calculating in the passive from Fiddlesticks either.
Yeah.
Which, how much are we taking off? We're taking another 10 magic resist off that. So yeah, pretty much all of Tristana's abilities right now are essentially doing true damage.
Yeah, it's very close. And I don't know if you've taken a look at what the new champion, his ultimate is actually all true damage.
I don't even want to think. That's too scary for me, man. That's
and it's his ultimate. It's basically Jax's Leap Strike, but you get the Tristana's rocket jump ability, where when you get kills or assists, it refreshes.
That's too scary for me, man. I don't even want to think about it right now.
It's a true damage blink strike that refreshes on kills and assists, which is very cool.
I don't even want to think about that. That's just too scary to me right now. But, and you know what? We got once again Nightjacky coming in on Infamous. We're just pretty much about to get that kill, but we actually got the Fear coming in on Nightjacky. We'll actually, oh wow. We actually got the kill. Nice little bait there, but
he can probably grab Pobelter as well.
We could. We might actually get a kill on Pobelter here. We did use the ult, but nice little. We know he's wandering down. Pobelter didn't have too much time to leave, but nice kiting just there for the moment. Can we actually out damage him? We do have the fear down once again, and a poison. Yeah, Waffles will be able to pick that one up. Nice.
Yeah, so a couple more kills. Nocturne and Cassiopeia doing pretty well. Could maybe control some fights. Malphite, even though he's behind, obviously, he has a lot of armor, which is going to make it difficult for them to kill him.
Yeah.
And then, he does have, obviously, the easy initiation, so he doesn't really have to be that concerned about fights.
Malphite, he's even though sometimes when Malphite is reduced to an ult, it's a pretty good ult at that. It's a fantastic initiation tool. If we can catch all 5 members of Curse, that would be amazing. But right now, really still the one person that matters. If we can focus down Night Jackie, if we can get him out of a team fight, we may actually see Calamity actually do something with this. But the pressure may be a little bit too much in lanes though, because we also see Crumbs here in top lane pushing the wave. Baron was not taken during that last engagement. He's still up. So if Curse decides to, they can just go ahead, wander in and grab it. Cop shooting behind him just to try and dissuade Calamity from engaging in. And here's Night Jackie. Now we need to worry, and now Calamity needs to get back the combo. Waffles going down. Whoa! Waffles stays. Okay, never mind. For a second there, I thought Waffles was going to stay.
But they are chasing after Graves now. Nocturne getting this kill. Most likely does have the phage. There's the ultimate from Infamous to steal that. To secure that kill actually. But Pobelter coming down, and he is very strong. I'm not sure that Plasma can face him without Cassiopeia damage. We do have the fear going off, so he's going to have some nice damage. Actually, with the shield from Janet, he is going to be okay. So Pobelter going down very quickly. He wants to get up the wall so that he can do a quick dash over it, and he's actually not going to. I thought he was going to be able to kite back, and so he's actually running to a Mumu. He wants to bait him into his team. There's the ultimate from Fiddlesticks, followed by the ultimate from Crumbs, and we have Infamous going down very quickly. But the ultimate from Janet, actually, the Monsoon is able to keep him alive for a little bit. He does finally go down. Nocturne does live, though, so we'll see whether or not they can pick up Janna. We do have the Drain, and then actually the Bind not going to allow her to flash over that wall, so they do pick up another kill.
Yep. So now we see Curse being a little bit too gutsy here. It's one thing in a professional match you want sometimes. Yeah, it's okay, understandable. Sometimes you want to be flashy, you just want to go ahead and get those kills. Yeah, that was awesome. But see, we've seen this happen quite a few times, especially to team like the former Mono. You're so ridiculously far in ahead, but we'll give him one kill, then we give him another, and eventually that will add up. But Curse, this is not something they do all too common. It may not happen here, but yeah, we'll see. We still have opportunities for kills, and we have seen that Calamity is more than capable of catching out Night Jackie and killing him when he comes in to try and burst down someone like potentially Waffles in this bush if Night Jackie gets cheeky enough.
Yeah, and so we do have a nice chunk of disables. Night Jackie, looking for someone to just walk into the bush, coming for that red buff, and so he's waiting to kind of bait in a kill. We do have Elements as well. He's looking to do the same thing, so they're just hoping to grab him. We actually have the ultimate, and Janna does go down, and that gives Night Jackie the room for the Buster Shot. She will get out of there. Unfortunately, the flash is down, so we do have a kill for Cassiopeia, and that's definitely a little bit more valuable than the Janna. So, 1 for 1, and they're able to take down the AP carry.
Yep, so Night Jackie, once again, a little bit too far out there, but now it's like, Curse, we still need to be sticking together with the team. We may be ridiculously ahead, but we can't be going out there rambling it, despite the fact that Tristana does kind of have the skin to match that kind of mentality, though. But we got to travel as a team. We got to make sure we actually work together and just grab these objectives, grab these towers. We can finish this game right here if we just group up as a 5 and just push down mid.
And so we do see Pobelter poking down this tower a little bit. Unfortunately, he's not really going to be able to do much because Cassiopeia can force out the tower very easily, can push the waves down. So it will be kind of difficult for them to wear down these towers. But Varus can poke down the towers very easily with his range. But there is always the threat that we have the AoE follow-up initiation. And so Curse, if they kind of group and just have one strong fight to kind of end this, they could have that nice initiation with the Mumu and Fiddle and then follow it up with their ADs But we'll see. We actually see Nijaki using her ultimate to pick up that blue buff. Doesn't want her team to be stealing it. That would just be devastating for what she's trying to accomplish right now. But it will be up pretty shortly.
36-second cooldown. That's a little unfair, man. I don't know. That's a little bit too quick for me. But then again, AP Trist, not something you usually see, not something commonly built. But we see Nijaki definitely earned all the items we need to play AP Trist effectively. 12, 3, and 3. That's a pretty. We're nearly 10K gold in total here on Nijaki. We definitely have the damage output in order to support all of that. And DFG, we have a little bit extra damage on there because of our massive amounts of AP. And Lichbane going to be purchased very soon for Nijaki as well. So it's just going to be even more of a roll to hurt.
Yeah, and here's the issue that Curse has kind of put themselves into. Corki is decently farmed. We have some nice damage onto Cassiopeia, and she actually went for the Haunting Guise to really quickly burst people down. Nocturne's been doing well for himself, and there it is. He actually went after the Wriggles and Phage for the fast Randuins. So we have the Randuins. We have the Frozen Heart on Malphite. That's going to be blocking all of their AoE damage. They have really nice teamfight potential, and these, nobodies could potentially pick up this win if they have the nice team fight, that they want. If they can kind of prevent Fiddlesticks and Amumu from getting off the ults that they want, because they just have so much damage right now. We have a lot of magic burst from the team. If they can, survive through the burst, then they can win the longer fights.
We do see Pobelter here pushing down bot lane, but he should be getting out of there pretty quick. I mean, we actually got 3 members of Calamity coming down trying to catch him out, but he does wisely stay over by that wall. So by the time they see him, they're actually already 2 deep into lane, and we're actually here meeting up with the rest of our team. Nijaki is close by. We could get there first, but we got Crumbs now flashing in, trying to make some space. Panda tries to flash away, but he does get caught at the tip of the Amumu ult, and the Cassiopeia ult will only grab Coppin. That's Plasma's cue to try and go in and take advantage of the situation, but we do have the double kill coming in here on Varus, and Spellbook is exhausted. Will we die to the Ignite soon? But no, but Curse Cup will also fall, but we got the ult from Elements. Can we pick up anyone? Pobelter being focused down by a tower now, but Nijaki with the rocket jump able to pick up something, and a double kill for Elements. Tower goes down, inhibitor should be going down. This might be game.
Yeah, so they will be able to pick up this inhibitor. It's going to be kind of difficult because Corki is going to respawn pretty quickly. They could maybe take down the Nexus, but I don't think they have enough time for it. So Curse is actually going to recall. They will get out of there and then try and make the next push, the final one.
Yeah.
But we had some nice control from Calamity to try and pick up some kills. Curse, just too strong at this point. They have the burst with all their AP. We saw Crumbs jumping in onto Corki, and he had the Deathfire's Grasp into the ultimate.
Yeah.
So, really just able to easily chunk him there. And just so much magic damage. There's, not really a whole lot that Calamity can do.
Yeah, we've 2 DFGs, one on Tristana. We got one on Mumu. Mumu building a death cap. How much damage is he actually dishing out with some of his abilities? Like, just Despair, extra 3% of health drain on that one.
I mean, AP Amumu is actually a lot of fun to play if you haven't played him before. The best part is when you get Spell Vamp, and I've played with some guys who've are actually really strong players, much stronger than I or anyone really, and so they will play an AP Amumu, and just with the Spell Vamp you regen half of your health when you bandage toss into people, and you just run around killing people, and you can 5v1 the whole team with your ultimate late game. Just killing everyone instantly, which is cool. I
mean, I've actually gone back to jungling a Mumu pretty recently. I'm actually using my rune page. I've actually got my my spell vamp Quince, so I actually start off with 6%. So whenever I start at raids, I'm a little bit healthier when I go through the jungle at my initial run. It's not that much of an improvement, but it's enough to show. It's enough to count. But now we see Curse. Pobelter's out there, starting out on the Baron, and since we have so much damage here on Curse, they should be able to take it down pretty quick before Calamity is here. They're close by, and if there's a moment around, it's now. But Nijaki is in back. Buster Shot should be available. Who are we gonna burst down first? It is indeed Waffles, and then Panda will be going down pretty shortly thereafter. Nijaki, the rocket jump is refreshed, and now he's just trying to see what we can get. But Calamity did actually swoop in and take the Baron.
Yeah, so we have the Baron steal, and Janna and Nocturne get to hold on to it, but we actually picked up the kill on Elements as well. So the Baron steal and the kill. We saw the Mario jump on Tristana trying to pick up a number of kills there, gets the triple. So that's always fun to see. But they will be able to push in, get another 2 inhibitors here, and we'll see whether or not they can take the base soon enough. I think they won't be able to because all the rest of Calamity is going to be here, but their next push will be able to do it with all 3 of these inhibitors down. And so, it's just going to be too difficult for them to hold.
I'm not sure why Poe Belter recalled. I mean, he could have just been there for the auto attack. We actually could have taken down this inhibitor by now. Oh, that's why. He wanted to buy 5 Zeals.
We do see Nocturne coming into the team. He is going down very quickly, but he is very close to picking up the kill to Crumbs. Crumbs will go down finally to Cassiopeia, but Tristana was able to get out of there, but he did save that turret. And so Cop, going to be able to take that mid inhibitor. The top one is still alive, but... yeah, we have another kill for Calamity.
Man, Poe Belter, what are you doing to me, man? Why'd you buy all those Zeals? We're not over yet. I mean, we still have an inhibitor up. We still have a turret to go. It's not quite over yet. Things can still go awry, man.
No, it's over.
Yeah, it's sometimes you do see this, near the end of some matches. Everyone go back to base. I think we saw it earlier too. Like who sold all their stuff and bought like 6 Leviathans.
It might have been like a Jax or something from Wicked.
Yeah, it might have been.
I don't know.
But yeah,
it's regardless. But we have had a lot of cool matches in our IPL5 qualifiers, and I'm glad that Calamity got their chance. They did get a number of kills on Curse this game, and they tried the tri-lane bot last game, and it didn't quite work out for them. But it was pretty cool to see. They did have a kill bot lane. With Blitzcrank, Leona, and Graves, so they had some potential. They were able to outfarm Cop in that bottom lane. We do see Plasma coming in here. Unfortunately, Nijaki is coming, and there is the quick kill. Oh, there's the ultimate. And here we actually have Malphite and Cassiopeia being able to pick up the kill into Poe Belter. Nijaki very close to going down. If Panda can get the Valkyrie, they are chasing after Elements, and so Elements is very close to going down as well. There's the slow from Infamous. We'll be able to grab this. The flash from Elements gets over there, and then he's ulting back onto the team, but now Janna flashing over will be okay. The Amumu ult as well. Nijaki coming in. There's one rocket jump. There's another rocket jump. Going to be able to grab this. Elements in the meantime regenning off of Malphite, and then the flash into Janna, and Amumu is actually able to grab both of those.
And that is the ace. And now, Curse, now it's time. We've got all the super minions pushing.
They might want to sit back and, regen, though. It's you never want to go into the final push without, all of your items and all of your HP and whatnot.
Yeah, well, Plasma's going to be back up, but it's a little bit too late now. We have all these super minions now pushing. We got the Nexus. This one is over. And game 2, Curse Gaming moving on up. Round of 8. Good job on Curse. You will be facing Team Dynamic.
Just too much magic damage. It's just too strong.
Too much magic damage.
I'm going to start running all AD, all magic damage teams.